there, peeps. We need to have a talk. Is this guy a fraud? He seems two-faced. I never was comfortable with Lin Wood. I've heard him hype up all kinds of crap and was talking about how this nation was being torn apart and how we need to fight for our Constitution, throwing God's name around. I thought, yeah, I don't know. Just something about him just rubbed me wrong. I think he's an opportunist. You know what I mean? He's jumping on bandwagons, doing whatever it takes to make money. That's just my opinion. We know originally him and one of his buddies were assigned to defend Kyle Rittenhouse. And then something happened and Kyle ended up with a whole new team of lawyers. Then all of a sudden this letter came out from Lin Wood that he wrote to the judge demanding that the bail put up for Kyle go back to his law firm. And there was this dispute over who the money should have went to. Lin was saying that he raised the money for him, not Kyle. Huh? You literally put it out that this was for Kyle's defense fund. And people donated money to Kyle's defense fund. Not to you, to Kyle. So I did a video on that and I wasn't too thrilled. I thought, man, what an a-hole this guy is. Kyle did an interview with Tucker Carlson. Well, he let the cat out of the bag. That Lin Wood really is just a fraud. Him and his people, they are opportunists. I don't know. Let's get your opinion on what you think after you hear Kyle. Before we get started, hit the thumbs up button, because when you do, it helps us get past the algorithm that YouTube puts on us and keeps us from being shadow banned. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. Hey folks, just a quick reminder that back in 2008 and 9, a lot of people lost all of their retirement savings and their 401ks and IRAs because they did not own gold and silver. Yeah, that's right, gold and silver protects you from a market crash. So do yourself a favor, protect your retirement by purchasing gold and silver. You can go to moneymetals.com, reach out to them, and they will help you set yourself up to protect you and your family from having to start all over from scratch. If you're a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and they will send along with your order a free half ounce of silver. So folks, do yourself a favor, head on over to moneymetals.com and protect you and your family from a market crash, as well as inflation. That's right, head on over to Money Metals when you want to buy gold and silver. Keep in mind, if you're a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and you will get a free half ounce of silver. Hey, right now, a special offer for my audiences only. You have a chance to win 100 free American Silver Eagles. That's over $3,000 in value. And all you have to do is enter your email to win. That's it. That's right, there's no obligations to purchase. The link is down below in the description. So head on over there, enter to win. You have between now and December 31st of this year to enter. The only way you can for sure not win 100 silver American Eagles is by not entering at all. So do yourself a favor and enter your email so you have a chance to win. People keep asking me, where is the link, Pimpy? It's real simple. If you're at my page on YouTube and you're watching any of the videos, any of them, you see the video here and you scroll down, see my name right here? If you go here where it says show more and you click it, here's all the links to the things you have access to. If you want to enter into the competition to win 100 free medals, just click it right here and it'll take you to the website where you can sign up. For those of you looking for my address, there it is right here. As everyone is aware of an alternative website, the link is down below in the description. Over here, I post original content as well as other videos that have been banned from YouTube. It costs $3 a month to join for unlimited access, and all proceeds go to finding life's purpose. So come on over there and join us. Beware of scammers. That's right, people posing and pretending to be me. How you can tell us apart is real simple. If you post a comment and I respond, you will see a dark circle around my name. See this? It's either gray or black. I won't be sending you to WhatsApp, and I won't be sending you to Telegram or Telegraph or anything like that, nor would I be asking you for money. From time to time, I will be using material that's considered copywritten. I post this just to show that I am exercising my fair use rights. So Lin Wood showing his true colors. That's right. Once they stopped defending Kyle Rittenhouse after all the money that was raised, which was over $1 million for Kyle to go out on bail, they wanted the money back. The money was sent for Kyle, not Lin. It should have went to the next defense team. So now they're going to be fighting over that money. But this guy, the more I hear about him, the more I really think he's a snake. He's an opportunist. Again, he could go out on stage and say all the right things and kiss everybody's butt all he wants. That don't make him a hero. He could be a wolf in sheep's clothing. I know all Trump supporters and Q followers all praise this guy. They think he's something wonderful. They think he's something great. But the more you dig around on some of the crap he's done in the past, yeah, it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary. This guy, to me, could be a wolf in sheep's clothing. Let's take a look at his interview with Kyle Rittenhouse that they have with Tucker. You let me know what you think.
Rittenhouse doesn't seem eager to talk about it, but he spent months in jail after turning himself into police, much of it in an adult lockup, despite the fact he was a minor. It was during that time that his family desperately, his mother mostly desperately, looked for legal counsel, for representation, somehow get out of jail. In the end, the family was represented by a pair of lawyers called Lin Wood and John Pierce. This came up out of nowhere. We were not expecting to have this conversation at all. We were taken by surprise a little bit, but it's really interesting. Here's Kyle Rittenhouse's description of what his lawyers did to him.
And listen, because no real lawyer that's there for you is going to do this to you. Look what they did to this kid. Listen to what he says. So basically, they kept him in jail all this time so they can use him as a political tool and to raise money.
You get arrested. What happens then?
Once I'm arrested, I go to Depke Juvenile Facility, and I gotta say thank you to them for their professionalism. And
the jailers,
the guards at Depke, they were the utmost professional people I've ever met.
Really?
Exactly. They were some of the most professional people I've ever met.
It
was amazing. Like, they treated me with respect, and they didn't talk down to you like you've seen in some videos. They just treated me like I was a human.
How long were you there?
I was in jail for 87 days, and this follows in with Lin Wood, Lin Wood was raising money on my behalf, and he held me in jail for 87 days, disrespected my wishes, put me on media interviews, which I should never have done, which he said, oh, you're going to go talk to the Washington Post, which was not a good idea. Along with John Pierce, they said I was safer in jail instead of at home with my family. And then after I'm bailed
Your lawyer said that?
My lawyer said.
Safer in jail than at home with his family? What the hell? This is a kid. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's near adulthood, but even so. He just went through a real dramatic experience. His life could be on the line. They leave him in jail where other prisoners hear the media lie about this kid. His life could have been in danger at any time. But instead, by keeping him in jail, they can campaign using this kid as a tool to raise money, in my opinion.
Said that. John Pierce and Lin Wood.
87 days is a long time to be in jail.
It was very long. I lost a lot of weight in there. I since then gained it back.
I know the feeling.
Yeah. But 87 days of not being with my family, for defending myself and being taken advantage to, being used for a cause by John Pierce and Lin Wood, trying to trying to raise money so they can take it for their own benefit, not trying to set me free.
So you think?
Yeah, the kid's smart. That's, to me, when I first saw the letter that Lin Wood wrote, and it went all over social media platforms, I was pretty disgusted. He said the money was sent to him and his law firm. No, it was sent on behalf of Kyle's defense team. Once they stopped defending Kyle, the money don't go to them. It goes to the legal team. But wait till you hear why they kept him in jail for as long as they did. And what date did they want him to stay there until?
I think they could have raised the money for bail faster, but they didn't.
I believe sometime in September 5th, I want to say, They had over $1 million, and bail was set and able to be posted in September. So they could have had me sign the waiver for extradition and had me back in Wisconsin, and I could have been bailed out by mid-September. But they wanted to keep me in jail until November 20th.
It's right after the election. They were just using the kid. They had him doing interviews so they could fundraise off him. They should have bailed him out. Being in jail, his life was in danger. Anybody that's been in jail knows what I'm talking about. This kid had a target out on his back because of what he represented.
What was that like?
It was scary in jail. Like, you had to watch over yourself, and not a lot of people liked me in jail until they... The funny thing is, a lot of people didn't like me in jail, but they got to hear, like, my story, and they got to understand me. Like, he's actually a really decent person. I'm not this person that the media painted him out to be.
You heard what he said. Initially, they didn't like him. But can you imagine if Kyle had not had the time to sit down and explain his side? Can you imagine what could have happened to him? All because Lin Wood and Pierce wanted to raise money off this kid? You still think Lin Wood is some kind of hero just because he wears a mega hat, runs around talking about God? I think he's a fake.
And it was scary, but I was able to make friends, I'd say, acquaintance in jail, and like play spades, card games with them.
Amazing. So you're in jail for 87 days. Do you have a sense of how your case is being talked about in the outside world?
Not really when I'm in jail, but once I am bailed out, John Pierce said I was in an unorganized militia, which is just blatantly false. I didn't know what a militia was. And
Wait, your lawyer said you were in a militia?
Now keep in mind, the media was running with this, so it makes you wonder, what side were they really on? Why would they make up such a fabricated lie? The kid was not in a militia. But his lawyers are telling people that he was. Why would you say that? You're the defense lawyer. Why would you make up a story about him being in a militia? Are you trying to paint him out to be a hero, or are you trying to entrap this kid?
John Pierce said that, and it's blatantly false. I didn't know what a militia was until after the fact, until November 25th, after I was watching some of the interviews he did. I was like, I'm not in a militia. I don't know what that is.
Sorry to laugh.
And I was like, what the heck? And I'm like, no wonder people are saying I'm in a militia. It's because he painted that narrative, which he should never have gone there.
Well, yeah, it's untrue.
Exactly.
Were you...
But it also could have put a target on Kyle's back. Remember, militia are who the left is attacking. You know, the 3%ers, the Proud Boys, the Oath Keepers, claiming that they're all white supremacists, which is a lie. This attack against militia people has been going on since the Obama administration. Basically, in order for them to push this agenda, they must criminalize and paint a negative picture of any militia people that dare stand up and fight for our Constitution. So by doing this, I'm not sure what Pierce thought he was accomplishing by lying about the kid being in militia. He put a target on the kid's back. The kid's in jail. With everything being polarized politically the way it is, he could have got the kid killed.
Surprised to... So I haven't heard you mention race at all in the conversation. You said you saw your community on fire, you wanted to help. You asked a business owner if you could help. Were you surprised to see this framed as a racial story?
To be honest, Tucker, this case has nothing to do with race. It never had anything to do with race. It had to do with the right to self-defense.
That's exactly what it was. Just so you guys are aware, the media rushed out and made a false accusation that Kyle belonged to a militia group. He was a white supremacist, and that he killed 3 black people. All lies. This is the dangerous place that we are in right now with the media. This kid could have got killed. They don't care. They would have celebrated his death. The lawyers that were sent to defend him raised money off the kid and didn't do anything that a good lawyer should have done. Get the kid out of jail because his life was in danger. Get him home to his family and tell him to stay away from the media because anything he said could be used against him in a court of law. So you tell me, do you think this guy's legit? Think he's a fraud? Think he's an opportunist? I don't think much of him, to be quite honest with you. Whatever happened to all these other lawyers? What happened to the Kraken? We don't hear from them anymore. These people are all held as heroes, and they were going to go out there and tell the world the truth, and then now we don't hear anything from them. So allegedly, Lin and his partner, Pierce, were just using the kid as a prop so they could raise money off of him, is what they did. If this was your kid, after everything that this kid went through, and you were the parent, how would you feel about this guy being your lawyer, telling him to stay in jail because he was safer there until the election was over? To me, that's disgusting. Again, I don't think much of Lin. I never did. I thought he was a phony, just the way he talks. I even think less of him now. If all these accusations are true, and the reason why I tend to believe it is because Lin did send a letter to the judge saying that the money should go to him and not Kyle's defense team, when the money was all donated to defend Kyle. That kind of crap disgusts me. You guys let me know what you think, man. Chime in on this. Is Kyle wrong? Is people's perception of Lin wrong? Or aren't you just as disgusted as I am about this? Leave a comment down below. We'll cover it, all right? That's it for now. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it, and I'll catch you later. I'm out.